All right. All right. Shalom, shalom. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Bakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstones who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading his truth like wildfire, not truthfulness, and in all sincerity. And shalom to the rest of the elect out there. All right, so I'm going to this latest false flag event that Esau's came out with, and it is a false flag event, and I'm going to show you how it's a false flag event. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring out some scriptures about how I'm bring out that one scripture, Second Corinthians. Second Corinthians, we gotta be aware of Satan's devices, man. We can't let these devils catch us slipping. But the elect is gonna be aware. Second Corinthians 2:11. They stay woke, like they say in the world, right? That's what we're telling you to do, but in the actual sense, not this woke, this half woke BS they got going on, but completely woke. Second Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, but we're not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, we're not ignorant of his devices. One of his devices is the false flag. He staged some event. He'll stage some event, and then he'll blame it on a group of people he want to demonize, or a country that he want to demonize. When he's the one that actually did it, whether it's a hoax, like it was like made up, like it was actually staged, like a movie and shit, which they do sometimes as well, or it was an actual event where they sent a merc in there, so they sent a control. Well, basically MK Ultra, MK Ultra gunmen, which they will do sometimes. MK Ultra controlled gunmen. Where they actually sent someone in there. They usually send in. They'll send in multiple usually if they're gonna do that. But what did they do? They did that, or if it was staged, like completely staged, like nobody even died and shit. That's false flag, man. It's an act committed with the intent of disguising the actual source of responsibility and pinning the blame on another party. The term false flag originated in the 16th century as a purely figurative expression to mean a deliberate, quote unquote, a deliberate misrepresentation of someone's affiliation or motive. And in the definition in the picture they show a Russian wearing Ukrainian flag, like Esau, he even puts it there. But hey, when the U.S. has been behind, when it's when the U.S. is behind a lot of false flags, such as this one right here. I'm gonna bring it out how it's a false flag and who they're probably gonna blame. But I'm gonna get something else. Be not ignorant. This goes right along. It basically says the same thing as Second Corinthians. It's a precept to it. Ecclesiasticus 5:15. Be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. Like, nah, bro. Like, you're supposed to, again, you're supposed to, you're not supposed to believe these devils, man. You're supposed to do your research. You're not supposed to, because you're not supposed to just take their word for it. Because first off, they're the wicked. They're your enemy, and trust not thy enemy, right? Trust not, trust not thy enemy. Ecclesiasticus 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Just like is iron rust, right? Just like it rusts. This devil, he's gonna be the wicked. He's still gonna be the wicked. Just like iron always rusts. Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be wary. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know. You're gonna know that his rust is still there. It had not been altogether wiped away. So it's gonna be like if you wipe the looking glass. You take heed and you be aware of them, right? You don't trust them, and it's gonna be like if you wipe the looking glass, like if you had fog on your glasses and you wiped it, or on a magnifying glass, you clean it off, dust it off, and you look. And then let me get this. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The simple believe it. The simple believe every word. You're gonna, which, that's for y'all. That's for you, you 2/3. Hold on. Huh? Which, you 2/3. And yeah, you 2/3, y'all believe what this devil has to say. Y'all follow what this devil has to say. Proverbs 14. Yeah, y'all follow what this devil has to say, and y'all look at us like weirdos because we don't, because we do our research. Y'all look at us like a bunch of conspiracy theorists. But it's interesting when they say that Russia was doing a false flag and blaming it was going to do a false flag and blame it on Ukraine. It was hey the same people that call us conspiracy theorists, y'all believed it. So that's interesting right there. When the mainstream media pushes a conspiracy theory, you believe it. But if the mainstream media says that something's a conspiracy theory, then y'all believe that it's a conspiracy theory. So it takes the mainstream media, the official, well, might as well be, yeah, the mouthpiece of Esau's beast system, man. His propaganda machine. If his propaganda machine doesn't say it, then y'all don't believe it. Cause y'all are simple, man. Proverbs 14:15, the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. I'm gonna get into this article. It has to do with this, what they're doing, it has to do with this. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. This devil know that his time is short, man. He know that he's through. He knows that he's through. He knows. So this devil, he's getting ready to make his move, man. He's getting ready to make his move. And hey, this very well could be, this could set the stage for this devil to actually make this move. This could actually, be one of those events that this devil uses to justify cracking down on this truth. Look, look, the terrorists. They're shooting up. They're shooting up. They're shooting up train subways and shit. We gotta stop them. And I'm gonna show you why I'm saying this. Hold on. You have this shooting in Brooklyn, in the Brooklyn subway, and this is what these devils are saying about it. And I'm also gonna bring out some info that's gonna show why I'm saying that it was a false flag event. And got this article right here. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me get this right. Yeah, let me just get this article. Let me get this article right here. So-called black man in gas mask and orange construction vest shoots at least five commuters after throwing smoke bombs inside subway train at Brooklyn Station during morning rush hour. Schools locked down as cops shoot hunt shooter. As cops hunt shooter. At least five people. Okay, they were saying. I will read on down because the numbers changed as well. They do this a lot with these false flags. That's something that you also notice. It's a sign that it's a false flag. At least five people were shot at around 8:30 a.m. at the 36th Street station at Sunset Park, Brooklyn on Tuesday. A total of 13 were injured. The FDNY said multiple undetonated devices are soon. Okay, I see what it is. My bad. Kind of expecting somebody. Okay, yeah, no. My bad. The FDNY said multiple undetonated devices were found at the scene, but all are smoke bombs. All right. The NYPD is now hunting for a suspect wearing a gas mask and orange construction vest. Witnesses say they thought he was an MTA worker when he dropped the smoke bomb and started shooting. Social media photos show victims lying on a platform with blood pouring from their legs. Elementary schools near the shooting went into lockdown on Tuesday as cops hunted the suspect. And I want to say something else before I go into this article that, like, even if there's social media photos showing victims lying on the platform with blood pouring from their legs, that shit could be that shit. You know, it could still be like stage, like all the way staged. It could still be, you know, you have movie scenes that are pretty realistic with the blood and all that, and they've done that. They've done that. Like they did that with Nipsey Hussle, his so-called assassination. It came out, got exposed way back that it was BS, and they really, like it was BS. It was BS, and when you look into it, and shit went. Well, it's basically this. It's basically they create they create they create saviors for our people, and then what they do is they take them out so that we continually lose hope. What they do. But anyways, I'm gonna get back into this article. Elementary schools near the shooting range. Okay, yeah. Went into lockdown Tuesdays. Cops hunted the suspect. A gunman wearing a gas mask and orange construction vest is on the run in Brooklyn after shooting at least 5 people on a packed subway train in Sunset Park during rush hour on Tuesday. Shortly before 8:30 a.m., the gunman is believed to have thrown a smoke bomb into a southbound R train at the 25th Street station in Brooklyn and started shooting as the doors of the train closed. 5 people were shot, including one who is now in a serious condition, but fire department sources say 13 total were injured. Okay, 5 people were shot, including one who. I'm gonna need y'all to remember that. It's unclear if he was shot on the 25th Street station platform or if he was also on the train, but we have that too as well. It's weirdo shit. But the wounded passengers fell out of the train carriage at 36th Street, terrifying others waiting there to board, according to the New York Daily News. Horrifying photos and videos show them riding around on a blood-stained 36th Street platform waiting to be taken to the hospital. Multiple undetonated devices were found at a 36th Street station, according to the FDNY, but the NYPD said none are active, all were smoke devices. A bomb squad is at the scene now. NYPD units are now hunting for the gunman. One witness, which this shit right here should tell you right here. This shit don't add up. Because how would they know this? One witness told the New York Post he fired quote unquote too many rounds to count. It remains unclear what type of weapon he used. The gunman was described by the Post sources as a 5'5" so-called black man wearing Slovakia weighing 170 pounds. Like, yeah, 170 pounds, right? And how would they know that? How the fuck would they know that he weighed 170? Where are they getting this number from? That shit's weird. I thought he was a MTA worker at first because I was like, I don't pay too much attention, you know? You got the orange on, the witnesses say. Let me take a look at the picture they have. They, they say this is a picture of the dude with blood pouring from their leg, and then you have some with blood on the floor, some with. I have to look at it. I have to look at it more, but then it shows blood strewn across the carriage in the latest attack rocked the city. Rocked the city. Horrifying scene photos and videos show people covered in blood lying on the stained subway platform after being shot off slightly. with that right there, man. Hey, these devils crashed my live, Akim. You know, they mad. You know, they mad because that false flag is getting exposed. But I'm back. Kala Yahba Shimmy outside by Shimmy Kakadash. Wait, hold Shalom, shalom, I'm back. Alright, shalom, shalom. I'm back again. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstones, rule well. A citation to the Archon out there, spreading the truth like wildfire, and all truthfulness and in all sincerity. And shalom to real sisters out there. Alright, so I'm going to go, well, shalom to the rest of the elect, would include the real sisters out there. But, anyways, and the rest of the hopeful elect, y'all, hopefully that number. But, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean. But let me get into this. Let me get into this article. Let me continue where I was at, because I got interrupted. I had to deal with interruption. But now I'm back. But anyways, hold up. Let me pick up where I left off. Uh, okay, I updated it, and basically this is what Esau was saying now. The gunman remained at large 5 hours after the shooting. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold up. All right. Now they're saying that. Now they're saying that. Okay, hold the fuck up. Unidentified gunman wearing gray hoodie. I was saying he was wearing a gray hoodie and a green construction vest. And he opened fire on northbound N train at 8:42 a.m. Suspect put on a gas mask and detonated a smoke bomb that was in his bag before firing the first shots. Panic customers. Let me see. That's what they're saying. Now they're saying that panic. Now they're saying that he was wearing a green construction vest. Now they're saying, bruh, the suspect is described as a so-called black male wearing 800, well, wearing a 180 pound, weighing 180 pounds, not 180, and approximately 5 feet 5 inches tall. Now they're describing him as weighing 180. See how they're changing it, man. And Wounded 10 people now. Wounded 10 people. Yeah, there's now uh, there's now I had to take a screenshot of that because updated as military time 14 and 14:47 Eastern daylight Eastern time, right? Which is 2:47 Eastern time, which was 1:47 over here. So they're saying also that they're still searching for it. And they were saying that, hold up, Commissioner Keith Chancellor said at a press release conference that she has not yet ruled out terrorism as motive, but that it was not being investigated as an act of terrorism. Like they're switching it, man. But I got this Newsweek article talking about Brooklyn subway attack being investigated as terrorism, and NYPD official told Newsweek they're switching it up. The official told Newsweek that the suspect still alleges to be a so-called believed to be a so-called black male, 5 feet 5 inches tall, 175 to 180 pounds. So now it's that who entered the transit system at the intersection of 36th Street and 4th Avenue in Brooklyn's Sunset Park neighborhood Tuesday morning after he entered a northbound R train dispute. A dispute ensued. A dispute ensued. So now there is a dispute that happened. The train, followed by the detonation of a dispute ensued, followed by the detonation of a smoke bomb. The train continued to the next stop where gunfire erupted. Okay, continued to the next stop where gunfire erupted, striking forward to 10 people. Now they're switching it up. He didn't just randomly just walk in there. There was a dispute before. Oh, now the story is being switched up. According to NYPD officials, being changed up, who said the suspect was believed to be wearing a gas mask, an orange construction vest, and a gray hoodie. The description was confirmed to Newsweek by federal law enforcement officials who also said the suspect wore a uniform and utility belt from the city's Metropolitan Transit Authority. The suspect is believed to have fled in the direction of a Manhattan-bound R train. The manhunt is currently underway and power has been cut for the N and R lines from 59th Street to Atlantic Avenue. The incident is believed to have begun. This news regarding the incident is believed to have begun just before 8:30 a.m. rush hour from the most populous borough of the nation's largest city. In regards to the multiple people shot at at the 36th Street subway station in Brooklyn, there is no active explosive devices at this time, NYPD said in the statement, citing the NYPD that New York City emergency notification system has asked people to quote unquote avoid the area of 3rd Avenue, 5th Avenue from 20th to 4th Street in Brooklyn, New York City Mayor Eric Adams and President Joe Biden have been briefed on the incident, according to their respective press secretaries, Fabian Levy, which that's probably come on, that's 48 and Jen Psaki, that's a 48 last name. White House senior staff are in touch with Mayor Adams and Police Commissioner Sewell to offer any assistance as needed, Psaki said, quote unquote, since being since being sworn into office at a New Year's ceremony, whatever. But the complexity of Tuesday's attack appeared to be of a different nature because, oh yeah, all right, this is the point right here. Immediately gaining the attention of federal law enforcement because of indications of a premeditated attack. "Quote unquote," mass gathering areas and soft target venues continue to be an attractive target for criminals and terrorists. "Quote unquote," Brian Harrell, former Department of Homeland Security Assistant Secretary for Infrastructure Protection, told Newsweek. "Quote unquote," all casualties are unacceptable, but this event could have been significantly worse had additional explosive devices detonated in such a confined area, he added. "Quote unquote," given New York City's extensive camera and facial recognition systems, I suspect we will have answers soon to what looks like a planned terrorist. So they're saying that it was a terrorist attack now, and then when you go over here, they're saying it's not. Like, it is and it's not, basically. First it is, now it's not. And later they might switch it, say it is. Like, they're saying it's spreading too many rounds to count. And they're shutting down the subway system and shit over there. I wouldn't be surprised if Esau does this. I wouldn't be surprised if Esau locks down the fucking city and shit. Oh, we gotta lock it down. If we saw dust and shit like the Boston, like after the Boston bombing, man, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised after we saw. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw locks down all of New York City. And that would be a fulfillment of this right here. It'd be like a glimpse of things to come, basically. But it would basically be this right here, like a that I think that's what was called as a foreshadowing. That's what it's called, because that's gonna happen everywhere, type shit in the future. This is just like a picture of it, and yeah, I believe that hey Esau might do that. He might he might actually shut down the New York City area and be like, we're looking for this dude right here. We're looking for this dude, and they say they got a picture of him. I gotta get that. They say they got a picture of him, and so someone that looks like this type shit. We got to search people's cribs now type shit. Hey, 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 and I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled that shit. A Boston bombing, like what they did after the Boston bombing, which was also a false flag. Second Ezra 15, verse 16, verse 17, it was, when you look into it. It was a fucking false flag. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. There you go, man, plain. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. It's going to be shut down. The reason why I said it's linked up to Revelation 12 and 12 because they could say that this man, he was a Hebrew Israelite. They could say that. Oh, he was a Hebrew Israelite. Oh, he was what Esau calls a black identity extremist, and that's why he did it. They could say that. And it would make sense considering you had events like what, like you had events like you had events like what happened with what happened with what's that oh Mike Tyson, that boxer. What happened with him? Had a gun pulled out on and that dude said that dude put it down on stage. You could tell. And he was like Shalom. He walked off and then so called because he didn't say it back, he called him a sucker, man, all that shit. Staged. Too weird. Come on. Come on, man. How they let that dude in with a gun, bro? With Mike Tyson. Bro. It was like right on him. Was it hidden? Staged, man. Staged. And then you had Ketanji Brown Jackson, who is now a Supreme Court justice, mention Supreme Court justice mention the African Hebrew Israelites, quote unquote. So you have that they linked up with the Jersey shooting, which was staged. You do your research; it was staged. So yeah, you can already see it. You know, these devils, I could see them linking it to the Hebrew Israelites, to the truth, right? I could see them doing that. Oh, look, look what it's causing, man. We gotta shut it down. Now we got terrorists shooting up subways and shit. We gotta shut it down. You know, this demonization was prophesied, man. Esau coming down with great wrath. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he had for a short time. Verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast into the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth man child. The woman is represents the Israelites. And that's what you see, man. We're now we're the new face. We're the new face of terrorism, man. The new face of terrorism is the Jakes in Babylon. And particularly those that's in the truth. And you got, let me get it. Second, well, actually, the persecution, right? That's spoken of, right? You wonder how it's going to come about. The demonization, right? And ye shall be hated of all men, of all men for my name's sake. We wonder how it's going to come about. Matthew 10 and 22. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. Verse 23. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. Because you have to be in that day, man, going from one state to another. One area. The Hebrew Israelites is literally going to be outlawed. Hebrew Israelites is literally going to be outlawed, man. Because it's going to be like the time of the Maccabees, but worse. This devil got more technology now. Yeah, this devil, you know, he's going to have more I mean, this devil got more technology now, more advanced technology, so harder to escape.
Knocking. Hey, Salaki, I'm listening to you right now. Salaki.
I had to brush my teeth real quick. Hey, yeah, Colin. Shalom, I'm back. I had to brush my teeth. I actually had some shit in my drink. Yeah, I found out with some shit in my drink. Not like literal shit, but like some unclean shit. So I had to go brush my teeth. But yeah, man. Let me get back on it though. Verse 20. I was on verse chapter 10. I was on Matthew chapter 10, verse 23. When they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall have not gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. You know, and even verse 24, the disciple is not above his master, nor the servant is above his Lord. What they do, the Hawashai. Verse 25, it is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, and called him Lord of the Flies, Beelzebub, another name for Satan, which means Satan, by the way, how much more shall they call them of his household? There you go, man. That demonization is coming. And I believe that this may be the start of it. We're gonna see what they're gonna say, man. But it's already. I could tell it's already a false flag. They're changing the numbers up. They say he weighed this much on now this much, and the number of deaths with the changing up in that. And also this right here. Let me get this for y'all. Season of sacrifice unto the beast. Man, it's basically, let me get it. Actually, I could get a video. Yo, so check this out. I try to look up seasons of sacrifice to the beast on the tube, and this is what like on my Roku, and this is what happened. I can't even look it up. I shit you not. Look, look, look. I can't even look it up. When I try to look it up, look, it doesn't let me, which is weird as fuck because I'm usually able to look it up. Now I'm not. Man, these devils ain't shit. Look at that. Look at that. So I can't even look it up for y'all because of that shit right there. You see that weird ass shit, man? I can't even look it up because of that. And now, no internet connection, but my phone is connected. They're fucking with my shit again. Fucking assholes. And Shalaka I am to whoever's doing this. Yo, look, look. I'm not able to look this shit up. Look at that shit. You know, that's Satan Henry right there, man. And it's also this as well. Satan Henry. You get that? 1 Thessalonians 2 and 18. Wherefore we would have come unto you, even I, Paul, once and again, but Satan hindered us. Then you also have the famine of the word that's coming. And this is all part of it. Because it's a build-up. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. Verse 13. In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Verse 14. They that swear by the sin of Samaria, the same 2/3, and say, Thy God, O Dan, liveth, and the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall, and never rise up again. Amos 8:11 down to 14, man. This is what that is. This is the build up to that. I have internet. How the fuck do I have, like, this Roku's been connected to that Wi-Fi? And so how the fuck is there no internet connection? I didn't disconnect it. It worked fine before. So how the fuck is there no internet connection now? Exactly. Devils ain't slick. Devils ain't slick, man. You're doing everything that y'all was prophesied to do, but y'all also prophesied to go down as well. No internet connection. They playing with my internet. But if I can't get it, look up season of sacrifices to the beast, man. If y'all like look that up on DuckDuckGo. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look that up on there. You have this coming up, and you have a lot of bullshit, a lot of false flags, shootings and shit. The Boston bombing happened around this time period. That happened in this time period, and basically it's before this holiday, this folly day, and like the world knows it as May Day. It's on May 1st. It's the Illuminati's birthday also, but it's also called Beltane. And oh yeah, it's connected to Baal too. Got this article, and you actually have something, and it starts 13 days before Beltane, before May 1st. and it's called the season of sacrifices to the beast. Yeah, a lot of major false flags happen around this time period. Yeah, this was from 2016. Happy Beltane Temple of Baal in New York is going up just before Baal's biggest day of the year. That does come from that as well. Beltane. Yeah, you had the reproduction of the 48-foot tall arch that stood in front of the Temple of Baal, Palmyra, Syria, that was being put up in Times Square in New York City, and then Trafalgar Square in London. You had that exactly 13 days, 13 days before that day, before Baal team. I didn't know it went back to Baal like directly like that, but it makes sense. Which that's ultimately Satan. Even though it's Nimrod, the Nimrod to them like symbolized the spiritual demon Satan. Yeah. Yeah, in the occult world, left hand side is what they're talking about. The occult means hidden. That's what that means. 13 is the number of rebellion. These arches are going to be put on display precisely 13 days prior to the major is occult. Well, it goes into darkness as well, hidden in darkness. Left hand. We said left hand. Holiday of Beltane on May 1st. In the previous article, I explained that the chief god of ancient Babylon named Marduk, which that goes back to Nimrod, eventually came to be known as Baal or Bel, which both mean Lord in their languages. As worship of this ancient deity spread all over the globe, sometimes this language was retained, and that's is definitely true when it comes to Beltane or Beltane. Beltane can be translated as Balefire, Balefire. And even many Wiccans acknowledge that this festival has origins which can be traced all the way back to the Bel worship of the ancient Middle East. For example, the following comes directly from the website of a Wiccan named Lady Bridget. La Beltane, Beltane, all are names for the ritual which was traditionally held on May 1st, also known as May Day. The astrological festival occurs when the sun reaches 15. Hey, they're just made at the signs of heaven too. It shows when the sun reaches 15 degrees, that's Taurus, which likely has been happening more towards May 4th to 6th. That's that is astrology shit, man. That's why we tell you not to go into that. Being a resort observer of times like that, man. Like being dismayed at the signs of heaven, man. Either the traditional date or the astrological date can be used to determine when to hold your festival, as both will have significant energies for the season. And the season it is spring. See, like that shit is yeah. All that is this right here because that's what these pagan folly days are based off of as well, man. Why in Jeremiah 10, in Jeremiah chapter 10, Verse 2, thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. That's an example of the heathen being dismayed at the signs of heaven. An example right there. But basically, because basically all that, like Baal, Marduk, all that shit go back to the even Nimrod, they go back to the sun and the sea. They go back to the sun and the sea. You know, the heathen, the heathen, you know, they don't know. They don't know because they don't know because it's the heathen. The heathen, yeah, Esau is he's he Esau is still wicked. We have their destination at home, the sons of the wicked. They're ruling right now. We have the heathen, the sons of men, and the sons of the righteous, and the sons of the power, Yasharala. That's or the princes of the power, right? Princes, sons. For the power was the sons who was the prince to the king. That's Yasharala. That's the Israelites. Thank you for that introduction. Give myself something to drink, and basically I got a pest infestation. So sometimes my shit, a lot of times it will get infested by bugs and shit. But basically, yeah, man, she's telling you right here, and then I'm gonna go into what they do before belting. Basically, yeah. What they do, watch the animals they're rutting now, looking to attract mates to raise their family. Selective for that, y'all see all that. Butterflies and insects are pollinating flowers all over, and trees are bursting into blossoms and new green growth. In spring, see, this is the type of bug out shit that these heathens believe in. In spring, the young man's fancy turns to love, quote unquote, and the young girl's fancy turn to young man. Beltane, named for the Celtic sun god Bel, or Baal, also means Baal, the banishes and the Baal fires which are lit on Beltane to cleanse and purify. See, this is what they do. But some else that they do. These elites who actually celebrated like these like they used to do it, and like how the heathens actually did it, some blood sacrifices and shit. Cattle were led between two fires to cleanse them, and I've heard theories that the Jewish quite possibly may have put purifying herbs on the fires to physically help process alone, but there's not no actual proof of it. So they tell you right there, man. Even they know that it's a celebration of Baal and shit. Yeah, that Beltane shit, which is basically it's May 1st, it's May Day. Yeah, the May poles and shit that come from that. And the May Day shit have its root in that. And it's big in other countries more than it is in America. But yeah, pagan. Basically, yeah. You have the I'm reading on down. The Celts honored the Celts honored the fertility of the gods with gifts and offerings, sometimes including animal or human sacrifice. Cattle were driven through the smoke of the bale fires and blessed. Rice were with health and fertility for the coming year. This is the shit they believe. This is like the average thing though, not the elites. The elites is the elites are on some different shit. Because the average, like, rich out there, like, the average, average Wiggins, which they do a lot of witchcraft, average one, they're like the hippie type, okay? They think that it's like, that that's what's up because it's not so-called Christianity, that's why. But they're, they're not, like, on that level, man. They're not on the level of, like, they're not on the level of the elites and shit. When it comes to the left hand side, the elites, they're on some different shit. But basically, yeah, it's the date when the when the when the Illuminati was formed in 1776. Also, and there's a 13 day period of time that leading up to it. You have Baal, and then you have basically Nimrod and Semiramis when you trace it all back, which you trace them both back as Satan, bro. Because it's all demons that you're worshiping their idols, their images. But all those demons is under Satan. Like it, man. I'm gonna fix this screen too because I can't even get nothing on here, so I'm gonna switch it back to the front. So that you but damn bro. Oh Salagi. Alright, we get back to what I was. That belt going into that Beltane in the days before it, what these devils is into. And you have basically damn man, these motherfuckers are that. My bad. I'm trying dealing with these bugs and shit. Flying around me and shit. Some of them is it's a hell of a pest problem. Someone will fly in my mouth even after I brush my teeth and shit. Still, it's crazy. But basically, you have 13 days. Yeah, according to the satanic calendar of high holy days, April 19th inaugurates a period of blood sacrifice to the beast, culminating in the grand climax on May 1st each year. May 1st, May Day, of course, is celebrated at Red Square, known for color red in Moscow each year by a huge parade of spectacle. It's also May 1st, 1776 in Bavaria, the Anna Marshall, who was a 48er, by the way, founded the Order of the Illuminati, and it was May 1st when the ancient Jews honored their great sun god and goddess with uh, uninhibited festival, complete with initiations, sex orgies, joking, revelry, and human sacrifice. So basically, that's what they have. That's what that's really about, man. That's how these elites celebrate it. All right. Basically, happened around this time period, just like the Boston bombings, like for the, just like the Boston bombing happened around this time period. April 15th, 2013. So close to this time period, close to the same date. The Boston bombing suspect, the Boston bombing was a domestic terrorist attack, so like the misspoke. Boston bombing, Boston Marathon bombing was suspected was a domestic terrorist attack that took place during the annual Boston Marathon on April 15th, 2013. And what happened after was this. Yeah, oh, Boston Marathon security will be changed due to New York subway shooting. Damn, interesting. I wonder what Esau was trying it is telling us. It's trying to tell us. Well, nah. I wonder what Esau is hinting at. Several people were so there you go, man. You see what Esau is trying to say, man. Several people were hurt in a shooting and smoke bombing at a New York City subway station in Brooklyn Tuesday morning. According to CBS New York, as the doors of an incoming train opened, someone threw a smoke bomb onto the train and started shooting. So basically, okay, WBZ TV security analyst and former Boston Police Commissioner Ed Davis joined CBS News Boston to discuss whether the event will impact security for the Boston Marathon, which is less than 1 week away. Does this change the security operations for the Boston Marathon? It certainly does change the security posture of everything that's going on. In the moment something like this happens, police chiefs across the country put two different systems in place and tactics that they do and utilize to do two things. One is to make sure that it doesn't happen in their jurisdiction. They will be on the lookout for any suspicious behaviors. They'll increase the number of officers who are in and around public transportation hubs. Maybe even put people on some of the trains. There's reason for that, and that there might be copycats or a larger conspiracy than just New York. See, it's unlikely, but it's possible. But the larger issue here is to reassure the public that they're safe. There's really the role of the police at this point, at this time. Okay, whatever. But you get the point. Like now they're saying 16 hurt in New York City subway shooting in Brooklyn. Now they're saying that shit. Selected for that.
Oh, man. And now the new face of terror is, and now the new face of terror is you tribes. Like you, I'm back out and clicked out on accident. Let me get back to what I was getting into. Going into this false flag. But now they're saying that, now, now, hold on. Oh shit! Now they describe the gunman described. Now he's described as heavy set, so-called black, 5 feet 5. and wearing a vest, fled, and he remains at large. And now they're saying he had fireworks in uh, in his backpack. Wait, hold on. Where they find that shit? Hold on. Where they say they found it, according to them, right? Where these devils say they found it. See, they changing the official story up. And they're not. Oh, cops are not going. Oh, they said that they didn't rule out terrorism, but it's not being investigated as terrorism. And now the NYPD commissioner Sewell. So now that's what he said. So now that's the okay, Salakia. That's a well. Who she work for? Esau, right? That's the evil works for Esau. But basically, this is what they're saying. Well, this is what they're doing now. They're checking people. They're going door to door and shit, asking store owners and residents in apartment buildings if they have any video of the scene from around the time of the shooting in an attempt to find the gun. So now they're doing this shit. Like, larger dealing with this pest problem. The security cameras in the station apparently malfunction. Fucking devils. Holy sweet. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up soon. I think I brought out all the points. All right, so hold on. All right, so with that, I hope this live was edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who well. Oh wait, hold on. You know, these false flags, they're becoming more and more shitty. You know, they're becoming more and more sloppy. Isaiah 19:14, Yahweh had me with a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. You know, so hey, this place is Egypt all over again, right? So that's how it means. So they can't even do their false flags, right? You know, they're getting exposed. You know, that's why Esau is going to do something drastic soon. You know, he's Esau's about to go all out, man. You know, so yeah, he's about to, he's about to make some major moves, get the demonization started. So, Shalom, Shalom. I hope this live is edifying. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim out there spreading this truth like wildfire and all truthfulness and all sincerity. And Shalom to the rest of the elect out there. Abab Abal, Abba, that's the Babylon, Abad La Adramium, Abad La Gawayim, Abad La Gawayim, Abad La 2/3, dead to Babylon, dead to these Edomites, dead to these Hebrews, dead to these 2/3. Baruch Shah, Baruch Shah, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shah, be soon. Tawada Tam Yadaman. I pray you're supposed to pray this or look up all this in the Hebrew or something. I don't have it down. And pray it on your own, You gotta chant this place down. And pray for it to fall quickly. Shalom, stay strong, and Yashua forever and a Bob. Shalom.